very
Call to
modest
order.
refresh.
City Council meeting, May 4th. We'll have a roll call. Ms. Adams.
Mayor Clea McCaw,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Carolyn Humphrey,
Present.
Councilmember William Benning,
Present.
Councilmember Gregory Johnson,
Present.
Councilmember Angelica Landry,
Present.
Councilmember Marta Messmer,
Present.
Councilmember Mark Rodriguez.
Present.
Mr. Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you, Ms. Adams. We'll have our invocation by Councilwoman Messmer and the Pledge of Allegiance by Pro Tem Humphrey. Please stand.
Please join me in prayer. Heavenly Father, we ask for your blessings for all who work and live in our city. We pray for the world. We pray for the wisdom and blessings for all who work for the city of Sierra Vista. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. May I have your seats? We'll proceed to item number 1. Councilwoman Landry.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that the agenda for the regular city council meeting of March 23rd, 2023 be approved.
Second.
We've properly been moved second. Are there any questions, comments? Ready for the question? All those in favor? All those opposed? Move to the next item. We'll have our presentations and awards. We have a lot tonight. So we're going to start off with the 2023 WaterWise Youth Poster Contest Awards. And we're calling Miss Alexandria?
Oh, point of order, Mr. Mayor.
Alex.
No, this is correct. You're good.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, if we can go back and set to the agenda, we have an error. It says March 2023 instead of May 2023.
Did the motion say May or did the motion say March?
We read the motion.
I read it how it said.
It said March, so we had to.
We should redo that, please. Thank you.
Sorry. Sorry about
Sorry.
that. Sorry about that, ma'am. Let's go back to item number 1. Councilwoman
Rewind.
Landry.
And she pointed it out to me, FYI.
Mr. Mayor, I move that the agenda for the regular city council meeting of May 4th, 2023 be approved.
Second.
Probably been moved and seconded. Any comments, any questions?
Good catch.
Catch. Ready for the question? All those in favor? Opposed? Now we move forward to the presentations and
Let's
awards.
get it started. Let's get it started. Look, she just took. She's a pro with this. Just takes the mind.
Okay, hello? All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for attending tonight. Let's see. My name is Alex Kosmeiter. I am with the WaterWise Youth Program with the University of Arizona here in Sierra Vista. And welcome to the awards ceremony for the 26th Annual WaterWise Youth Poster Contest. So it's obviously been a lot of years of doing this poster contest, and we're super happy to celebrate the hard work of the students and the teachers who helped move this along and help promote their artistic abilities. So just to let you know about our program, WaterWise Youth is a program dedicated to creating a culture of conservation in Cochise County, and we go to classrooms and libraries and after-school programs throughout the county to teach about water and water conservation. And this particular poster contest was in celebration of Water Awareness Month, which is in April, which we'll have a declaration of today. There was some rescheduling of council meetings, and so it ended up being in May. That's okay. Let's see. And a group of 10 judges from the community helped decide who's the winners for these poster contest winners. And let me give a couple of stats. Whoop. So the theme was I care about water because. And so that was what students were asked to kind of contemplate and express in their presentations. There were about 175 entries from 7 schools representing 18 classrooms, and we have 11 winners. And I am very excited to invite them up today to get our awards, which are right here. Okay, so I will go ahead and go through, starting from the youngest. And I'm going to call your name and show your picture up here. Please come up and accept your award. So first is Kaylee Middleton. Congratulations. Next, Paisley McNeely. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and stay up here so we can all take pictures. Congratulations, Paisley. And our grand prize winner, Amia Impie Martinez. And yeah, go ahead and stand in line. And we have this poster at the Cove currently, but we also have a copy to be brought to her school, which is Village Meadows, to be displayed there. So I will get that there pronto. Okay, next. See, I'm not a pro. All right.
You're amazing.
Oh, thanks. Naomi Bajer. William Hyvenstraight. I said your name wrong.
Nice book.
Next, we have Lola Allen. Lola Allen, thank you. Here's this, and your thing fell off. There you go. All right. Rihanna Davenport. Sterling Carton, I believe that, let's see, are you here today? I don't think that they signed in. Okay, well, let's give them a round of applause anyway. Ruby Lowe.
That was cool.
Aislinn Soboleski. Congratulations. Leanne Bowie. Congratulations.
Those people are really good.
And I believe that is all of our students. So this was eligible to students 3rd grade through 8th grade. And each one has a first, second, and honorable mention. So thank you guys so much for coming today. And do we want to take a picture all together?
There was more.
Okay.
Turn them up, Will.
I thought there was more coming. Jeff was getting a little worried over there. They were taking his desk.
Yeah.
Okay, that works. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, young people, for your excellent drawings. And we'll go to our next proclamation, which is the proclamation declaring the month of April as Waterwise Awareness Month. And Miss Alex is still here representing, and we're going to give her this proclamation that states, whereas, to ensure an adequate water supply for the future, everyone must be more water wise. Whereas good citizenship of our natural resources is a priority for the city of Sierra Vista, and each person can make a difference. And whereas Water Awareness Month is observed statewide to help raise water awareness, and whereas the city and the Water Wise provide opportunities for the public to learn about water conservation and the role it plays in the lives of residents of our community. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Cleo McCall II, Mayor of Sierra Vista, Arizona, do hereby proclaim the month of April 2023 to be Water Awareness Month in and for the city of Sierra Vista. In witness of, I have hereto set my hand and caused the great seal of the city of Sierra Vista to be affixed this 4th day of May, the year of our Lord 2023, in the independence of the United States of America, 246. Cleo McCall, Mayor.
Thank you so much, Mayor McCaw. I really appreciate this proclamation. So in addition to our WaterWise Youth Program, we also have a WaterWise Community Program, which offers services in terms of education and helping people learn more about how they can save water in their own home and in their businesses. We also offer mini grants for eligible businesses who are interested in lowering their water use. If you want to learn more about our program, our website is waterwise.arizona.edu. And again, thank you all so much for coming today to celebrate our student artists. And you're welcome to leave. You're also welcome to stay, but you don't have to stay for the whole thing if you were wondering. All right. Thank you so much, and thank you, Mayor McCaw.
Thank you, ma'am. So, for the hundreds here,
To get it in now.
for the hundreds here and the thousands watching on YouTube, our next
99, 98, 50.
our next award goes to a young man. I'm gonna call Chief Jones up. This young man I have been knowing since I was in high school. We graduated together, Buena High School in 1984. The thing I remember about this young man is that while we was playing football, he was always our cheerleader, always had a positive attitude, always looked at us with he just wanted to be to motivate us and to motivate to motivate us to win. And throughout the years, I've seen this young man around his brother, around the fire department, and I told Chief Jones that we just wanted to give him something, award him with something. So come on up, Patrick. This is Patrick Jones.
Yeah.
We want to just say, Patrick, this certificate of appreciation is awarded to Patrick Jones for your exemplary support and dedication to the city of Sierra Vista, the city of Sierra Vista Fire Department, and surrounding communities. Your selfless service and commitment to helping fellow neighbors involved in improving the lives of children and families, assisting with toy and food drives, and promoting partnerships and collaborations in our community is truly commendable. On this 4th day of May, Mayor Cleo McCaw.
Trendsetters. So we don't know ones that did it. It wasn't no trend. Mark don't look at it. We had it.
Yeah, when Mayor McCall asked me about this, there was nothing that I could have been more excited about. You know, growing up, Pat has been the inspiration for me and really lives life to the fullest on a daily basis. And we can all take that as a way to do things. Not to mention his involvement in the Kiwanis Club. He sings on 2 choirs. He's with the Special Olympics. He did the torch run, although he did ride in the Bearcat this year. But most importantly, I think, and I don't think many people know this, back in 1995, He was invited to the World Track and Field Special Olympics Championship, which was in Connecticut.
Wow.
And I believe that he still holds the world record for the 400-meter race walk. So that's pretty good. Thank you very much.
Good job, Patrick. I'm not going to challenge you on that one. Now, our next item on the agenda is we have members from NAMI. Yes. Oh, 2 board members. Come on. Oh, Gwen didn't make it. So we recognize. Recognize the month of May as Mental Health Month. And we want to state this proclamation. Whereas good mental health is essential to everyone's overall health and well-being, and mental illness affects nearly 50 million Americans of all ages, race, ethnic backgrounds. And whereas over 25 million rural Americans live in a mental health professional shortage area, where there are too few providers to meet demand. And whereas NAMI advocates ensuring that all persons affected by mental illness receive the services they need and deserve. And whereas the stigma and lack of understanding about mental illness continue to present the most significant barriers to treatment for those who need help. And whereas the local affiliate, NAMI Southeastern Arizona, incorporated in 2003, is one of over 600 NAMI affiliates nationwide and has served Sierra Vista and its surrounding communities for more than 20 years. Whereas during the month of May, NAMI Southeastern Arizona joins the national movement to raise awareness about mental health. Each year, we fight stigma, provide support, educate the public, advocate for policies that support people with mental illness and their families. Now, therefore, I, Cleo McCaw II, Mayor of Sierra Vista, do hereby proclaim May 2023 as Mental Health Month for the city of Sierra Vista. In witness whereof, I hereby set my hand and cause of the Great Seal of Sierra Vista to be affixed this 4th day of May, the year of our Lord, 2023, in the independence of the United States of America, 246. Cleo McCaw, Mayor.
We are really pleased to be celebrating 20 years since we incorporated, and we have an event coming up also to commemorate National Mental Health Month in May, and that is our March for Mental Health. And I have some flyers. Would it be okay to pass those around? For those of you that might be interested in participating and forming a team or just signing up to walk and support your local NAMI affiliate, we provide support groups, mental health education, advocacy. We help people with resources and navigating the systems of care. And we have a mental health library with probably close to 2,000 mental health resources. And all of our services are free to the community. So thank you so much. I imagine that might have been one of your longest proclamations you've had to read yet.
And the March for Mental Health will be in the UA South Gardens. So it would be a walk around the gardens, guys. It'd be really pretty.
And the information's on the flyer that we're handing out. Thank you.
And we will proceed with our city manager report. Mr. Patuchek.
Thank you, Mayor McCaw, members of the council. I just wanted to say about Patrick, when we were going through the last hiring process for fire chief here, Patrick provided me with an excellent recommendation for our current chief, and may have been the one that put him over the top.
Yes, sir.
So, and I never told you that before, Brian. So.
Thank you. Thank you.
Here for you, bro.
So I appreciated that. Anyway, moving on, your next City Council work session is scheduled for Tuesday, the 9th of May, 3 p.m. here in the council chambers. And that will be your mostly balanced budget presentation. There are changes occurring every day, but everything is moving in a positive direction. And also, the CCOM director will be here and provide you with the upcoming CCOM budget. So that'll be at that particular meeting. Then your next, and a reminder that the regular council meeting for May 11th will be canceled since we're doing it tonight instead. And then on May 23rd, 3 p.m., will be another city council work session, and we'll be focusing, of course, on the budget in that meeting as well. And then your next regularly scheduled meeting is the 25th of May, 5 p.m., and that'll be here in the council chambers as well. Tuesday, when we had the work session, I didn't think I would have a lot of items, but I do have a number of items tonight, so if you could bear with me. First, regarding projects, the Garden Canyon Linear Park Phase 2 88 paths at St. Andrews. Pre-bid meeting and site visit was held on April 27th, and those bids are due May 17th. Roadrunner Park Design, we're interviewing two firms, McGann & Associates and Wheat Design, and we're evaluating those proposals, and we hope to make an award by your next meeting. Annual street maintenance was awarded to K&G with an estimated completion by the end of the fiscal year, June 30th. And that's a $1.2 million contract for road repairs. And we're looking at neighborhoods off 7th, north of Golf Links, and Ebony to Cochise, east of Buffalo Soldier Trail. And we'll get you a list of all the streets that were included in this bid here very quickly. And then the site prep for the bathrooms at the Arbens and Veterans Park. K&G has begun work on those, and those are also estimated for completion by the end of June. I spent yesterday afternoon at the county complex. First, I attended the CCOM budget work session with the Board of Supervisors there. And that meeting went pretty well, and the numbers, which you'll see next week, are pretty close to our contributions for this current fiscal year. Also chaired the Refuse Rate Review Board and tourism meetings, and we're pleased that we're able to keep the tipping fees at the same level that they are, so we won't see any increases there. And the tourism budget will be the same as this last fiscal year as well. So that went pretty well. And then interesting discussion on the opioid settlement. Those funds are starting to be distributed, and there's a number of stipulations with how you have to use them. The county is currently in receipt of those funds. The city has a portion, it's a little over $500,000. Our portion of it is $87,000. They're going to start out by asking the communities for input on what they think the needs are first, and then we'll make a determination as to how we go moving forward. And I think that will require a council vote at that particular point in time. So that has started. And then finally, today, we received a heads up from a Border Patrol agent in charge regarding potential ramifications or impacts that we may see as a result of Title 42 expiring on May 11th. So we're working very closely with congressional staff, governor's office, and county emergency management, and trying to prepare for those potential impacts if they do occur. We're hoping to head them off first, obviously, but if not, we need to be prepared with some sort of a backup plan. So that's what we'll be doing here in the coming week, and that's all I have tonight. Thank you, Mayor McCall.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Is there any thought about having the National Guard come down? Has that been had with the governor's office?
Not yet. We just found this out this afternoon, Mr. Johnson, so.
All right, thank you.
But I don't think that's a bad idea.
And I know that you'll be looking into the possibility of more Stone Garden funding, if we can take advantage, get some of that, because I know that's going to be an appropriation based off the call that we had with Cinema. Yeah. And then also, when you get the list of streets to us, could we make sure to get a copy to Marcom to update the website, because that one's really outdated.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions, comments to city manager? All right, thank you, sir. Proceed to our next agenda item, Councilwoman Landry.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that the consent agenda consisting of the work session minutes of March 21, 2023, and April 4th, 2023, special meeting minutes of April 6th, 2023, Resolution 2023-021, appointment of Anna Smith to the Tourism Commission, Resolution 2023-022, appointments of Michelle McCollum, Pamela Anderson, Julia McCaw, Tate Wilcox, and Rosie Mackay to the Neighborhoods Commission, Resolution 2023-023, appointment of Alfred Spurgeon to the Transportation Commission, Resolution 2023-024, appointments of Bruce Phillips, Patrick Murphy, and Steve Spearman to the Environmental Stewardship Commission, Resolution 2023-025, appointment of Aubrey Travis, Sophia Rosa, Ryan Brooks, and Riley Absalon to the Youth Commission, Resolution 2023-026, appointment of Lori Shetman, Lisa Quinones, Sharon Driver, and Verna Williams to the Commission on Disability Issues. Resolution 2023-027, appointment of Rebecca Dylas, Carol Cruz, Radford Hyde, Gwen Calhoun, Carly Scarborough, and Judy Wand to the Arts, Humanities, and Cultural Diversity Commission, said to expire April 30th, 2025, be approved.
Second.
So we've been probably moved in second.
That was good.
That was very good.
That was.
Any comments, concerns?
I just want to say thank you to everybody stepping up and serving on the commission, and I think the council, along with staff's input, made a great decision on making them commissions again instead of what they were. So I really appreciate everybody's on council's work on that, and then the people in the audience and at home who stepped up to the plate to serve your community in whatever way you can. All you can do is say thank you.
Yes, sir.
I want to echo a sentiment as well. All of you, the people that showed up to hear your names read on lights and on YouTube, you can go back and tell your friends. Fast forward to a certain time frame on YouTube where I talked about you, right? But I'm really excited. Our youth commission members are here as well. That commission is near and dear to me. So thank you guys for coming. Looking forward to all the projects we're going to do. I apologize. We had to do a little pause. We had to get some legalities. We had to get you guys certified to be commissioners, but we're going to be back in full steam as soon as we hit the gavel today. So it's going to be good. So thank you for everybody else, all the other commissioners that showed up too. Thank you for coming. Thank you for serving our community. I really appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to echo what Councilmember Benning and Councilmember Rodriguez had stated. We really are grateful for all your willingness to serve, and I believe you want to stick around to get sworn in by the city clerk before you head out.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
if you're here, just stay here.
I think we should swear people in.
You're gonna have to suffer through the rest of this
Right.
meeting.
Or come back at another time. But thank you so much. That's it.
And like City Council Pro Tem said, thank you for putting in work. Also, special thank you to my dear mother.
Mama McCall.
Mama McCaw. And we're looking forward to seeing great things out of not the West End, but the whole city, the neighborhood commissions, especially the youth commission. I'm so excited for the youth commission with Mark Rodriguez at the helm. So are we ready for the question? All those in favor? Opposed? And thank you. We will move to our next item. Mr. Mark Rodriguez. Councilman Mark Rodriguez.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that resolution 2023-028, new license, Series 12 liquor license for Fernando Mora Perez on behalf of the Taco Maki Restaurant, 1481 East Fry Boulevard, Sierra Vista, Arizona, be approved.
Second.
Staff report, Ms. Adams.
Mayor McCaw, members of the council, this application is for, as Councilmember Rodriguez stated, a new Series 12, which is a restaurant liquor license for Taco Maki Restaurant at 1481 East Fry Boulevard. The notice of the public hearing today has been posted on the facility, the required 20-plus days, and no citizens have commented on the liquor license, pro or con. The police department has done a background check of the applicant, the agent, and has no objection to moving forward. If approved tonight, it will be forwarded to the State Liquor Board for final approval.
Questions, comments?
I went by there today, or the past few days. It's, you know where Midas is, and you know where that's where that little shopping strip is. It's gonna be on the corner there, formerly known as Miyaki Tacos y Raspados. That's gonna be that same little corner building. So if anybody's interested where this is at, they still got a lot of work to do, but that's where it's gonna be.
Nice. Yes, ma'am.
It's gonna be Mexican, Japanese food, right?
I
That's what
think.
the menu said.
Yeah, it's
We
like
got a sample
it's a
menu.
fusion of.
It looks interesting.
So not,
I want to go try it right now. That's it.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'm excited.
They're like, that's the best PR we ever got right there. We're all running out.
Nice. Are we ready for the question? All those in favor? Opposed? Move to the next item. Mr. McLaughlin.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of council. So the annual action plan is essentially our funding application to HUD for community development block grant funding. It follows federally prescribed format, responds to a series of questions that we must address. There's some boilerplate information that gets carried over year to year and updated, so some of it may look familiar to you. The most important part of the plan that we'll concentrate on is the proposed use of next year's funding. We're expected to receive just over $250,000. The allocations in the plan reflect the direction of the council following the applicant's presentations back in March. The bulk of the funds will be spent on installing 10 to 12 strategically placed fire hydrants in the Montebello subdivision. This is one of the areas that we've identified for CDBG investment due to its low to moderate income status. The maximum amount available for program services is being divided up among 3 nonprofits that made application. United Way of Sierra Vista and Cochise County and the Cochise Family Advocacy Center are each proposed to receive $15,750 and $6,000 going to Southern Arizona Legal Aid for services benefiting low to moderate income clientele. The draft plan also sets aside $50,000 for the update of our 5-year CDBG consolidated plan, which is due next year, as well as other regulatory compliance measures. In terms of next steps, we will be providing any additional feedback received during the public comment period that closes on May 14th at your next meeting on May 25th. And at that meeting, we'll be requesting final approval of the plan. We'll submit it to HUD. They have 45 days to review and approve, and we expect the grant agreement late summer, early fall. Again, no other action is being requested this evening other than receiving public input on the draft annual action plan.
Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Any questions, comments?
Just a quick comment. Can you just explain to us where the Montebello neighborhood is so people know when they see the work being done?
Absolutely. The Montebello neighborhood is southwest of the Charleston Road, Julio Cesar intersection. It was annexed, I believe, about 13 years ago. It's 250 lots. It had no hydrants at the time it was brought into the city, so we'll be curing that deficiency through this grant.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you for the clarification. Yes, sir. You had your hand
Oh,
up.
no, sir.
All right. Thank you, sir. No more comments, and we'll move to our next item, new business. We'll go to Councilman Benning.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move the resolution 2023-029, amendment to the City Board and Commission guidelines be approved.
Second.
Ms. Adams?
Mayor McCaw, members of council, a couple meetings ago, you made your commissions council advisory bodies, and tonight you have appointed members for some of your commissions. And now this item provides those commissioners with some guidance as to operating policies, open meeting law, different types of things to help them better perform the duties of city council advisory commissioners. The most recent update changes, we We updated these a couple years ago when the commission structure changed, and this is now reverted back to council advisory bodies, so it brings in all of the requirements of the open meeting law, public records, and all that. Those are the major changes, as well as the description of the new commissions. We will continue to update these. This is a living document, but at least every couple of years, this will be looked at to make sure it's current and reflects the practices of the commissions in Sierra Vista. Now that you have some commissioners, a lot of your commissions will be able to meet and set meeting schedules, and those will start showing up on the website, and we'll get the word out and hopefully get some more interested bodies to fill some of the vacancies.
Excellent. Excellent. Any questions, comments? Just want to make sure that our commissioners read our open meeting law.
All of these documents will be emailed to all of the commissioners as soon as they're signed and inked and
Excellent.
spell checked and made pretty.
It's going to be exciting reading, y'all.
Oh, yes.
It is.
Very exciting.
It is.
Ready for the question? All those in favor? Aye. We'll go to our next item, item number 6. Pro Tem.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that Resolution 2023-030, amendment to the City Council Policy and Procedure Guidelines, be approved.
Second.
Staff report, Ms. Adams.
Mayor McCaw, members of council, as discussed at your retreat in January, Councilmember Johnson had requested some updates to the City Council travel report policies, which is the major change in this document before you tonight. The requirement is a harsh word, but the document now does require that council members who travel on city expense accounts come back and provide a report of what they gathered from their travels and the conferences they attend, which will be made public to the public and to council after they submit them. There were also some minor formatting changes and also bringing things up to current terminology and stuff like that, but that was the major change to this document.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Councilman Johnson, Councilman Mark Rodriguez. Any questions, comments? Thank you. You ready for the question? All those in favor? Opposed? We'll move to our next item. Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that Resolution 2023-031, an intergovernmental agreement between the City of Sierra Vista, the Cochise County Sheriff's Office, and the Cochise County Community College District, be approved.
Second.
Staff report, Chief Thrasher.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of council. This resolution amounts to a continuation of previous agreements with the Cochise College and the Cochise County Sheriff's Office to operate the Southeastern Arizona Law Enforcement Training Academy on the college campus. This renews this for 2 more classes for the next year. The agreement is pretty much the same as previous agreements, except this one does specify that the academy will be moving to the Sierra Vista campus in January of 2024. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions, comments for Chief Thrasher? And be ready for the questions when Mark gets back.
We were presented updated numbers at MAC Luncheon for the graduates. It's great to see how many of our most recent recruits have come out of that academy already, because it feels like just recently we switched over there from Tucson. And it's not just us benefiting. It looks like the most recruits are benefiting the sheriff's department,
Sheriff's
right?
Department.
Yeah.
Sheriff's Department and some of the reservations sent a lot of recruits here. We have
nice.
4 in this current class. The current class will graduate on May 25th.
For the current class, May 25th, right before
Really
our
looking forward to it.
council meeting.
Yes.
I know. You ready for the question?
Douglas.
All those in favor? Opposed? We'll move to our next item. Councilman Johnson.
Okay, I get 2 in a row here. Mr. Mayor, I move that Resolution 2023-032, acceptance of Arizona Department of Homeland Security grant funding called Operation Stone Garden Grant Program Agreement 220425-01 be approved.
Second.
Staff report, Chief Thrasher.
Again, thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of council. This resolution authorizes us to accept a grant from the Arizona Department of Homeland Security regarding Operation Stone Garden Grant Program. These funds are used to pay overtime and mileage for service to police department officers to act as a force multiplier with Homeland Security for border security and overall security in the area. The amount of this grant is $172,640 for overtime and employee-related expenses, and another $10,000 for mileage for vehicle maintenance. This grant requires no match, and it is reimbursable. It covers the overtime, full employee-related expenses, including PSPRS liability. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Questions, comments for Chief Thrasher? Ready for the question? All those in favor? Opposed? We move forward to our next item. Councilman Rodriguez.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Mayor, I move that Resolution 2023-033, intergovernmental support agreement with Fort Huachuca to provide fire suppression systems inspection, maintenance, and repair services provided by a third-party contractor be approved.
Second.
Staff report, Ms. Downing. Good afternoon.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and City Council. Kenny Downing, Chief Procurement Officer. Fort Huachuca has approached us to inquire about entering into an intergovernmental support agreement for mutual city services that the city does and the Fort Huachuca needs. In anticipation of having an IGSA, which is ICSA, they're looking to partner with us to see if they can save money and the city can save money. In this case, they're looking to partner with us for fire suppression systems, inspection, maintenance, and repair services that the city currently has a 2-year contract with a company in Hereford called Showtime Fire Protection. Essentially, Fort Huachuca would be piggybacking off of the city's contract, taking advantage of our prices, and then when that 2-year contract expires, the city would rebid it, adding the city's quantities and Fort Huachuca's quantities together in hopes of reaping even a better savings because now we have a higher volume. So the benefit to the city is that we could get lower prices because our volume of work is higher. Fort Huachuca saves money because, as you know, federal contracts have a lot of federal requirements, federal wages. They could save money by piggybacking off the city. So essentially, this ICSA would have the city essentially be the project manager. The city would be doing the PO to Showtime on behalf of Fort Huachuca. Showtime would be billing the city of Sierra Vista. We would pay the bill to Showtime and would, in effect, bill Fort Huachuca back for services. That's how the ICSA relationship is created. That's all the information I have. Do you have any questions?
Any questions, comments? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Everybody ready for the question? All those in favor? Opposed? We'll go to our next item. Councilman Benning.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's my pleasure to move that Resolution 2023-034, dedication of the tennis courts located at Veterans Memorial Park Sports Complex to Stephen Bukowski, be approved.
Second.
Thank you. Staff report, Ms. Wilson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of council. The item before you this evening is to request to dedicate the tennis courts located at the Veterans Memorial Sports Complex to longtime resident and tennis coach Mr. Stephen Bukowski. Mr. Bukowski grew up in Tucson and played tennis for Pima Community College. He moved here to Sierra Vista with his family in 1981 and taught tennis lessons for adults and children at the former Kings Court Tennis Club and for the city of Sierra Vista for 40 years. During his time coaching, Coach Steve, as he was called, worked with over 7,000 area tennis players. During his summer sessions, you can always find his younger students on the courts smashing water balloons with tennis rackets as a fun coaching activity designed to keep kids cool while falling in love with the game. Coach Steve was also charitable and used his love of the game of tennis to support local charities. He ran several local tournaments and utilized the funds for that he raised in those tournaments for scholarships for students and to benefit a local crisis shelter. Many of Steve's students went on to do amazing things. Several played in college, to include his own son Brian and his daughter Danielle, and 5 of his students went on to play professionally. Others are still playing in middle school and high school today. Steve passed away suddenly on June 16th, 2021, but the impact he made is still felt through his family and the influence he had on those that he taught. For these reasons, the Parks and Recreation Commission unanimously recommend that the newly renovated tennis courts located at the Veterans Memorial Park Sports Complex be dedicated as the Stephen Bukowski Tennis Courts. That concludes my staff report, and I'm happy to answer any of your questions.
Thank you, ma'am. Any questions, comments? Yes, ma'am.
So the comment that I made at the work session, that Coach Steve was really great. My son was fortunate enough to take some classes with him during the summer a few years back, and he still remembers Coach Steve and how they had such a great time, and watching him interact with the kids and get them so enthused. And he was just really passionate about what he does. So this is great. I really love that we're doing this.
Sir.
Thank you, and I want to say Parks and Rec approved this. I think it was 5-0, and they bring this stuff to us and help with this. And I can't be more proud of my Parks and Rec Commission, and I think it's a good dedication. So,
Excellent. Good comments. Ready for the question? All those in favor? Opposed? And we will go to our call to the public. We have one submission, Mrs. Berlinda.
she said she wasn't going to talk.
She wasn't going to talk. Ma'am, you have 5 minutes. The light right here will turn green. When it's red, your time will be expired.
I'm so nervous. I'll probably go really fast. Apologize. My name is Berlinda Schaff. I am a member of the Parks and Rec Commission, and I'm also the District 8 treasurer for Little League here in Sierra Vista. We have 7 or 8 leagues in there. We have Bisbee, Douglas. Sierra Vista has Little League and Ponytail, Benson, Wilcox, and Nogales and Rio Rico in our district here. I just wanted to announce that Sierra Vista Little League will be hosting the state baseball tournament, 9, 10, 11 years old. The date will be determined, but it will be in the July timeframe. As soon as I get that information, I will be presenting that. It will be held at the Stone Complex Fields. We'll have over 14 teams traveling here to play. So we're hosting for the entire state of Arizona. So I hope you're ready to come out and help cheer. A big people that come out to help us a lot is usually Adam Thrasher and his lovely wife, Jen. They get subjected to books. And he's very knowledgeable of the rules, and usually 99% of the parents don't argue when he's there. And thank you to Laura Wilson for coming out and throwing the first pitch for us during opening ceremonies, and Mr. McCaw for coming out and seeing what a big turnout we had for opening ceremonies. We added something really special this year, which was the Avengers Division to our opening ceremonies, and our Avengers Division is our special needs kids. And we have a range from age about 5 years old to our 2 oldest is 19 years old. One is about to turn 20. So we split the teams so that we could play real baseball with them. We have our littles, which we play Saturday mornings at 8:30, and our bigs, as we call them, we play at 6 p.m. on Saturday night. They love it. They enjoy it. The kids have a blast, and we don't just do baseball with them. As soon as baseball ends, we continue on to bowling. From bowling, we go to soccer. Then soccer, we go into basketball, which we just added last year. So we continuously work with the kids. We don't let them down. Just the last thing, that we will also be hosting district tournaments for senior baseball and 9, 10, 11 baseball, which will be held in June in the Stone Complex and on Arbenz Field. So if you have any time or you want to come out, watch some good baseball games or just cheer on little kids, please come on down to the fields, and we'd love to see you. And who knows, might surprise you and throw you out there in the game with us. Do you have any questions for me?
Can't ask you any.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And we go to comments and requests from council. Start with Councilman Benny.
I like going first, even though they say more stuff. First, I want to thank Belinda for everything she does, and Jessica Kunkel's in the audience, and Joe Hayes, who's not here tonight. they're very involved with our youth, very involved with our sports programs, and without people like that, our sports tourism doesn't begin to take off. So I appreciate everything y'all do. Patrick, well-deserved, sir. Thank you for that recommendation to get us this great fire chief we have here. I'm going to go to Officer Scott. For those who don't know him, maybe one time or two times throughout your life here in Sierra Vista, you've seen this guy rolling around on the CHIPS bike, is what I call it, the police motorcycle. But he's actually in the academy now teaching, but the other day I was driving down Avenida Cochise, and Officer Scott was out of his patrol car pushing a truck that broke down out of the street. And if you ask anyone in the police department, he does it all the time. I mean, he'll be the first person to stop and help out. And all of our police and EMTs and firemen, they do the same thing. So, but it was just nice seeing Officer Scott out there because he's about my age, so it takes a lot out of us. But just want to show some recognition. And then I want to talk about a special, very special day today. It was made even better today by the Interdenominational Christian Ministries. Today, for those that don't know, is National Prayer Day. It's the 75th year that the President has made a proclamation declaring May 4th National Prayer Day. And sometimes you have people who don't speak up. We may not have the same God. We may not believe in the same thing, but I got the armor of God around me, and I think that's the way to go, and that's where we need to go with our lives. So it was great this morning. I got to break bread with a lot of my fellow council members and the mayor and great leaders of our city and talk about what we can do going forward, how to get better at what we're doing, and just forget some of our worries, pray for our nation, pray for our country, and most importantly, pray for Sierra Vista. So for the hundreds of y'all in the audience tonight, it was nice having that many. And the thousands, well, it's the 900 watching at home, because 100 of them were here. I just want to say, be blessed. Thank you. I'm honored to death to represent you as your council member, and that's all I got, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Councilwoman Landry.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Congratulations to all of the youth poster contest winners. There was a lot of participation, and it was really great to see their art. There's a lot of talented youth in the community, so congratulations to all of them, and thanks to them for participating in that. And then for declaring May as Mental Health Month. I think that's very important. We definitely need to break the stigma around that, and definitely check out the March for Mental Health with NAMI. And in October, they do their Sky Island bike ride. So if you weren't aware of that, it's a great time to start training for that. They have, I think they have 20, 30, they have lots of different so anything that you want to try there's something for you in that activity. So definitely check that out. And I think it's the very beginning of October, and that's a really great fun event to participate in. So be aware of that. Thank you to all the teachers out there. We're nearing the end of the school year. Being a teacher is definitely a thankless job, but it has such a positive ripple effect on the community, on the world. A lot of the teachers that I had when I was younger, I still remember them fondly, and I'm so thankful for the impact that they've had in my life. So thank a teacher, show them some extra love. It's a tough year. It's a tough job being a teacher. So reach out to them, show them some extra love, and hopefully they can finish out the school year strong and have a good summer. Some of them will be in summer school, so they're still going to be out there teaching the kids. So show them some extra love. And then for next weekend, for Mother's Day weekend that's coming up, reach out to any of the mamas that you know, whether it's your own, your favorite one, any new moms, anybody that might be having a Mother's Day different from in the past, reach out and show them some love as well. Hopefully they enjoy their special day. And then the animal shelter, currently they're in need of bleach. So if you're at the store, if you think about it, grab a few extra bottles and take it out to them. In front of their door, they have a cart where you can put donations there, and they would greatly, greatly appreciate that. So, be sure you remember that. And thank you so much to all the new commission members. Thank you so much for serving, and we greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Councilman Johnson.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a couple of things. Congratulations to all the Water Wise poster winners. I was just amazed on how good artists we have in our schools. So I was very pleased with that. And also congratulations to our commissioners that'll be sworn in after this proceeding. Thank you for serving. It's a commitment, and we appreciate your input. Believe me. We can't do it alone up here. And finally, Patrick Jones, congratulations on your recognition. He's always singing in our church choir. I can always hear his voice. So that's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
He was a singer too.
Yeah, he's a singer.
There we go. Yeah. Solo? No. Councilwoman Mesmer.
Thank you, Mayor. I would also like to congratulate everybody and Patrick for his award. I just have the Historical Societies having their fundraiser tomorrow night, and there's still plenty of tickets available. So just go to our Facebook page or our Instagram page, our neighbor page, and get your tickets. The museum will open on Saturday with their Jurassic Wonders from 10 to 2. We have our grand opening ribbon cutting, so also please come join us. Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you, ma'am. Councilman Rodriguez.
Thank you, sir. As you mentioned earlier, we had the Special Olympics torch run this week.
Yes.
That was fun. It was a lot of good time. You see the people out there. Even Todd from Cool FM rammed the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he was expecting to do that, but he ran with the camera the whole time. So shout out to him for doing the whole thing unexpectedly, I think. But it was awesome to see the PD out there. Officer Grady kind of put that together, and then even the state troopers were out there. So it was good to see them running the route, and a lot of people cheered them on. It was good to see people out there all the way on the route cheering them on. That was great. Fort Huachuca had their spring career fair this week, and it was good to see that the city had a table out there. I made that comment before. Like, we have a lot of job fairs out there, and I don't see city represented, and so it's good to see that out there because, soldiers getting out of the military, want them to stay here in our area because we have a lot to offer. So hopefully we'll get some of that. Congrats to all the Sierra Vista Chamber winners from the gala this past weekend. A lot of good businesses brought attention to them, and a lot of good winners. So shout out to them. Today is International Firefighters Day. So we have a lot of firefighters in our area. Palominas, Bisbee, Sierra Vista, Fry, Fort Huachuca, Whetstone, the forestry guys, the hot shots, everybody on the aircraft, on the airfield right now. So shout out to anybody in the fire service business, whatever your position you hold. Right now it's fire season. As you can see, we've had a lot of events already. So, and they're attacking them every day. So shout out to those special people that do that every day. Our youth commission, Sophia Rosa, she won an ASU. She's going to go to ASU Cesar Chavez Leadership Institute. So congrats to you for competing for that and winning. Represent Sierra Vista well while you're at ASU, please. Municipal Clerks Week. All right, we have a clerk here. She's awesome. Jill Adams. She doesn't like gifts, things like that. But Jill, you're an awesome person. Like, I've tried to give you stuff. She's just she's not about it. But she enjoys her outdoor time. Bowling, boating, biking, all that stuff. So if you go to Jill's office, she's got like 4 pairs of shoes, and she's ready. She's ready for something. Like, get on the bike, go for a run.
And she sits on a ball.
Yes, so shout out to you for keeping us all out of jail, Jill. You really do. You really do. I appreciate it. I mean that because you keep us all legit. So thank you, Jill. You got the Festival of the Southwest coming this weekend at the park. I was at the park today. You had the farmer's market on one side and the setup on the other. It's amazing. Our park is packed right now. So go enjoy that this weekend, May 5th, 6th, and 7th. Go check that out. Legacy Foundation had their open house this week. We were there too, celebrating 10 years. They do great things for our community. A lot of grants are made possible by those people. They're also building a center on the back, an event center. So that's going to be going up. You'll see the construction. People are going to ask us, what's going on there? It's the Legacy Foundation building an event center. All right. There's a Fort Huachuca poker run tomorrow, so you might see some motorcycles out and about. Watch out for motorcycles. I'll be out there with them probably on my Harley. So we'll be making a loop around the county. So if you see a bunch of bikes, that's what it is, the Fort Huachuca poker run. We said goodbye to the Sister City students, right? We said hello to them. It seemed like they were just here, and now they left back to Germany. When I tell you, they were trying everything they could to stay. They said, we heard if you get COVID, you get to stay longer. They were thinking in their teenage brain, like, how do we stay in Sierra Vista longer? And I said, well, yeah, quarantine's a thing, but it's not gonna work this time. So,
Not gonna work.
But that's how much fun they had. So I want to thank all the host families. We even had host families that didn't even have kids. They just wanted to help out. Empty nesters that are like, you know what? Let's take these teenagers in. Some of them took them to New York. They took them to Mexico to the beach. So I love that our community supports the sister cities like that, and I hope that keeps on going for many, many years. So shout out to them as well. You mentioned the park earlier. All the sports going on. I've been out there with my kids as well. Please, people, slow down. We need some speed bumps out there. I'll say it again, because people do not pay attention to the speed limit. And I know that the PD can only be so many places at one time. But they're out there too, but just please slow down, right? While you're out, there's a lot of kids out there. A lot of good things going on in the park, so please slow down. If your kid's a few minutes late, the coach will be okay, right? It's all right. Just slow down. And that's all I have. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Mayor Pro Tem,
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have nothing. Thank you.
any other? So, again, Patrick, great job, man. We appreciate your motivation and enthusiasm. I think my last etched memory of you is when we, in 1983, I think it was, when we were going to Mountain View to play the regional football game, and you were out there cheering us on, going to Phoenix. But we lost 35-3.
It was close.
It was close.
Close game.
Y'all got three.
Yeah, we got three.
Somebody made three. Kicker.
But we appreciate you, man. But congratulations, all our commissioners. We're looking forward to your comments. Even our youth looking forward to your comments. And are you still laughing, man? Looking forward to your comments. And we also, this week, on May 1st, we signed the strategic plan with USACO and NetCom, the Intel Center and Network Communication with General Hell and General Eubanks. And we were so privileged to be a part of that process as we go forward with the strategic plan all the way to 2023. Also, on last week, if you didn't see on YouTube, as well as the local news and the national news, we're on TV testifying before the Senate Subcommittee on Government Operations and Border Management of the U.S. Senate Committee on Homeland Security and Government Affairs. And the topic was to examine the effects of increased migration on the communities that along the border. And I want to say I really appreciate and thank Ms. Victoria for all of her input, Chief, all your stats, the staff, Mr. Patuchek, for just the support. I was nervous, but through the prayers of the righteous and your staff, we made it through. So I thank God for these great leaders up here, these council persons that just do an amazing job as we go forward and lead this city into a higher dimension. And I think on Tuesday was Principals Day.
Principals Day.
And that goes straight to who?
All the principals.
Thank you. So it was Principals Day. And we say a shout out to Miss Nicole Young, principal of the Great Buena High School. So I think that is it for today. With that, we are in adjournment.